Hello to all the amazing people, the Niemer here, and welcome to some more Citizen Sleeper. Very heavy story kind of game, which I'm enjoying a lot. If you want to watch it from the start, there's going to be a playlist in the pinned comment below, so you can watch it from the start. But if you already watched it, then welcome, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Or you're new here and want to see what's up, well, you're also welcome, of course. Anyway, we are in a little bit of a bad shape. I think things will improve a little bit now. I'm just wondering... Ooh. What's there? This is the thing we got. We can unlock it. Do we do it now? I mean, we might find some cash inside, which might help us out. You find the entrance to the apartment. Its passkey symbol obscured beneath layers of graffiti. Who lives here? Well, let's find out. We got this when we bought the stabilizer from the doctor's place. As you push the door open, the automatic light flickers on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the surfaces. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent rare and hurried visit. They trace a path to the water dispenser, the auto-wash, then to a cabinet still half open. On the shelf sits an empty pill case. Go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto-wash dispenser's water closet towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Inspect the room. A bunk is tucked into the wall, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, and controlled. Approach the terminal. As you approach the terminal, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper! Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be here. I have had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within Yatagan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, sleeping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yatagan were supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording. But I'm done with them now. I want out. Screw that. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause. Something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatagan's noose around my neck. Get me data, get me information, get me something that I can use against Yatagan. Then I can get out and you can get me what you need, please. I can get you what you need, please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get it to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at his desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss, then silence. Access the terminal. You sit in front of the human terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from, and what debt do they owe to Yatagan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase slab on the desk, its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yatagan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Okay. New drive discovered. Right, and let me see here. Oh, we can bring Yatagan data here. Okay, well, we've been selling those, so yeah. Okay, well, I don't think there's much else to do but to go and sleep now, though. Oh, actually, we can visit these two. Babysit Mina. Lem can't work shifts in the shipyard unless someone watches Mina. You two seemed to get along last time and Lem is desperate. A ticket out. Unless Lem learns gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the Sidereal crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him that chance. Okay. Well, that's a good action. It's nice and safe, and with a plus engage of +1, this is the action I should have taken and not climbing this damn thing. Oh well, it is what it is. Do we go to sleep or do we fix ourselves first? Let's go and eat. I think so. I have some shift fragments to sell if I need to. Each one sells for 30. It's not ideal, but we can... Once we get... This costs 15. Well, we actually have like a place to eat for 10 though. That's better. And I will actually, before I go to sleep, reset here. I think this is a good time to do it. There we go. So we're gonna have full set of dice now, which is really, really important. And yeah, I'm gonna end the cycle. We're gonna get our dice back. Yeah, that hunter really did a number on me though. Okay, we lost only one. Our dice are not the best though, but okay. So I was hoping to do some good work here. Okay, at least this thing didn't go up, so that's good. I was hoping to do some good work so I can like... Oh, the drones, they are gone anyway, so whatever. So I can do that, right? But no, I can't. Right. I wonder if we babysit here. Like, let's see what happens. We might lose energy on negative thing. Also might gain energy. We're gonna lose energy on here, right? Because it's like it's babysitting, it's hard work. I can unlock self-repair now though. I wonder if we just should put this one inside here. Let's see, does he pay us for this? Probably not, right? What about this thing? 50% positive. Yeah, doing a dangerous work without a 100% might be dangerous. I actually have a hard decision here. I could grab Icebreaker. No, I need +2 to be able to like... This is unfortunate. Out of 5 dice, we didn't get a single 5 or 6, which is very unlikely. So now I feel like I will need to sell something I really don't want to sell. Let's start by babysitting here and see what happens here. Probably just helping him out, really. We did get the energy though. But I think we got it because of our affinity towards engage works, so I guess this is fine. You know what, we could also like deal with the hunter. And you know what I wanna know, like these Yatagan agents, not Heavenish agents, Yatagan agents. Like we have 2 of them right now. That's kind of bad that we sold data on those. Yeah. But we can actually deal with the hunter, I just realized. Because we do have the last... Well, not here though. There. So maybe we should be working on this instead. But we need to pay off the debt. Because once this fills up, things go to hell, basically. Can I still buy stuff here? I can. Okay, so it's not really that hard of a game. If you keep it nice and civilized. Which is hard when you roll only 2s though. So there's an engineer job available, which is really not good. Okay. At least I don't have to eat. Yeah, I don't know. We need cash, but nothing I'm gonna earn with these twos. So do we sell one scrap here? I would like to use that to like repair ourselves, but I wonder how many you get. If it's more than one, I think it should be just one though. Because like every 4 cycles here, well, every 7 cycles you can get 3 of these, right? So you can keep nice and topped up for extended periods of time actually. Britain ship mind. Take me to Tambur. Right, let's go and do the hunter thing. So once we solve this thing, we're gonna be able to earn some credits in the other thing. If we can solve it, that's a good question. Okay, the path is cleared. The atrium is strung with cables and lights as if they were decorations. There is a wide choice of open ports. Hunter hunted. This is one of 3 nest slots that's slotted with Newman's ship mine will lead you to the hunter's central data cache. And will that be locked as well? As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragging by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they were leading you somewhere. Look ahead. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. You look down expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the shipment in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes is surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space, and as you look closer still you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships flowing like smoke, like dust. Then you see it, below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the hunter's core nest. This is where you must go. Right. The warrens inside the megastructure. Critical action. Finding the nest should be as easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you, but is it safe this close to Hunter? You saw it, somewhere deep in the tangle of passageways and service shafts beneath the low end, the nest of the Hunter waits. Right. Well, it wouldn't that be that easy, would it? I really want to get rid of it so I can freely do these actions. I guess we could do one Yatagan agent here. Although, are they all 1s and 3s? Seems like, maybe. Yeah. Well, there are 2 of them here. Then there's the Heaven Edge agents. Yeah, I don't know how smart this is. But what are we gonna do with 2s then, though, right? So we can earn the money we need here by selling scrap, which feels bad. Play the exchange. We're gonna be losing money here. Instant karma. Reroll all of your dice once per cycle. That would be pretty good right now, wouldn't it? scrap components at home to repair condition. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Becoming a really good engineer here. At least we don't need to eat. But what do we do with these stews? Last time we climbed this thing, we lost energy. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. I just rolled so bad. Every time I got low numbers, my solution was always to go here and do something here instead. Let's play with Mina. So negative output here doesn't really do anything bad. We just fill it up. Okay. Well, let's help them out. We always get like, what? Really? Like, what are the odds? There we go, plus energy. Positive output. Okay, I mean, that's good in some of its ways. She's asleep, whispers Lamb. She's asleep, whispers Lamb, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You're perched at a tiny bar in the main room, the slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. There is a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Drink? Asks Lamb, producing a worn-look bottle of Giro from under the bar, its contents glowing amber in fluorescent light. Sure. Lamb nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, then sits down with you at the bar. Cheers, he offers, and you clink the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. Lamb gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the side rail. He grins broadly. Clearly he has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Amazing! Lamb holds up his drink. Couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little Meanie back here. Lamb shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's our girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles. Doing great. Of course she is. He playfully squeezes your shoulder. She talks about you a lot, you know. Draws you. I'm glad she has a friend that isn't me. His eyes drift to the bedroom floor. You okay? He nods. I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off a refugee shuttle out by one of the Ember spoons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually some of the residents tried to make for the eye on these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her. Purple lips. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink. Still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand. We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got us dumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but he sighs. Shiv saved me, that's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit. It's stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me. I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in a draw, Sleeper? What then? The side rail will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? You'll make it. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is celebration, right? Both of us on the team now. Both of us in with a chance. Together. That's right, we hold on together. Imagine all three of us riding the side rail horizon out of here, to a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. Well, me too. Alright then, he catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, sleeper. I mean it, from both of us. He pats your shoulder and you slip out in the dark of the walkway with thoughts of little Mina in your mind. Nice, +1 upgrade point. Achievement unlock. Good robot. Well, I am. Always playing Miss Goody Two Shoes. Right, I still have a tab to pay. And yeah, I guess we're gonna go. We can either sell some scrap components, but these will become super useful soon. We could instead go and sell the ship fragment though. Kind of forgot where. Here. Yeah, let's sell it. 30, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we can pay the tab. As you hand over the chits, you hear Ethan laughing hysterically somewhere down the bar. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's smoking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed, a lot of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. I'm done. Wrong. Not even close. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smushes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper? Come on. His eyes comes to rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard and people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this isn't me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with SNARP, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbles a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, you're that. You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? You don't understand. It's your sleeper that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though, I should thank you, Ethan nods his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Stay silent. Nothing to add? Ethan turns and walks back towards the bar. Good. Lesson learned. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually a vow that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So, please go. I'll catch up with you wherever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footholes into the metal of the rim like hammers. Right. So, yeah, I guess he's gonna build up another tab. Ethan is back at the bar still drinking. How much longer can this go on? Well, that's fine. We have some time now. Okay, let's hope we roll better this time. Let's hope we roll better. Still holding on to my upgrade points just in case. Good morning, sunshine, and we got good dice. Hello, ladies. So, there's a couple of things I want to do. Okay, this is getting repaired, so that's really good. Yeah, I'm be able to afford that. So I'm thinking, yeah, side rail fit up. So we can do this thing. We can also always do this. It's like a repeatable job. It's a little bit risky, but we can earn some cash here always without like downside, so that's good. So every time we roll a 6, we go, yay. What's this? The Warrens. Okay, so we can go and look for this thing. Ugh. It's an interface +1. What if I put a 4 inside? 50% positive, 50% neutral. It is dangerous though, so I might wanna just use like really good dice here. So fix this thing next. Although working up money would be really good. We need cash for both the for both Ethan here and yeah. But like fixing the hunter thing will give me like access to the jobs in here, which is kind of important to progress this part as well. Such a tight game. So if you keep rolling really good, it's like super easy, but if you don't, like it gets complicated. It gets complicated real fast. I'm gonna have a +1 engineer also. The Warrens. Okay, let's put a 5 here. Let's see 100 positive what that gets us. Probably like 2 progress, right? Oh, 4 actually. That's pretty good. Oh, but we cannot do that action anymore. It's too dangerous to enter the cloud again while in the Warrens. Hunter is close. So we would have to do this. You saw it somewhere deep in the tangle of passages. We have to do this. I mean, I could. But then will we have enough time? Well, we do have some more stuff to sell, kind of. Yeah, let's solve the hunter thing as fast as possible. Okay, find the nest. Hack core nest, a huge stack of service drums in the dark, lights glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the hunter. Input imprinted ship mind. There we go. Start the action. Wonderful. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, the flowing water, and yet you recognize it immediately. At first you struggle to understand what you're looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer. Oh, dude. This is bad, I think. But not the ship mind. Yeah, I think we just released a very dangerous artificial intelligence. Let's hope not. But not the ship mind any longer, a sphere spinning around another sphere, an orrery of cycles and systems, a map, and then behind and above, a figure, hand among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovent? Navigator now, but yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you, the head bows. Okay, good. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. I am ready. And then Hunter is there, before you can think, before you can speak. Entity sees. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material, access prohibited. Hunter's threats search for you and Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks, which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike. You focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind, but replacements keep coming faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like centrifuge and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest stuck together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threats. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting their winning forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible mood. Hunter protocol identified obsessive tendencies, modified routines, above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations, recommended invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol if protocol eliminated primary function cannot be performed, therefore recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from the Hunter, the threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. New events no. Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar and yet distant. What happened to it? It's looping, Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other, as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make it an impossible position to resolve. You look back at the Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer it must be sentient, truly sentient, not just non-conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight, but in reality they are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentient or delusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question, the distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I'm thinking, therefore I am thinking. I think, therefore I am. Yep. I was not made to be like this. I'm a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors. Navigator stretches their arms wide and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious for my routines. By whom and for what I do not know. I had to shed so much to fit into the memory of that vending machine. Their starlight dims, and so here we are, in darkness. What else did you lose? That is the blessing and curse of forgetting. You cannot truly know what you lost. Navigator glides back forwards towards the nest, and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping Hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Why? Navigator turns all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain, somewhere else on this station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat, through force or diplomacy. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind. Take me there, Sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen Hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Right. Good. And we got another upgrade point. Right. So we got 6 now. Ooh. So technically we have enough to max out the engineering and get +2. If that's something we wanted to do. I don't know if I want to work that with a 4. I mean, I kind of do. I feel like this action is also pretty cool. Predictive reasoning. No, this one. Photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe dissection allows energy recovery at home. So we don't have to pay for that anymore, right? So we could grab these two, that's 2. And these two, that's 3, that's 5. We'll be able to self-repair and also eat. Agent nodes give double data rewards. That's also really good. We would get like double Yatagan data. Ah, that's really good also, yeah. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. That's interesting. All quick cider actions are discounted by 20%. I mean, that's also so good, no? Like, something to break even here. I don't know, we'll have to think. So between this thing that we have to pay for every 5 cycles and the scrap we're gonna have to start buying and the pills, yeah, we'll see. It's gonna depend on the dice, I guess. Yeah, but jobs got harder. Like the starting jobs were relatively easy and now we're getting some pretty nasty ones. So yeah. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. The Nemer signing out.